How we doing? Yo, that soul brother, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you, Blackjack Enjoyer.
Don't know what was said about Kobe and T-Mac, but Kobe never scored 13 points in 33 seconds.
Yeah, you know the funny thing about Kobe? It's like, I don't know what's wrong with people. Like, maybe just because it gets, like, likes and stuff, but, like, I'm a Kobe fan, you know, great guy across the board. But when he was alive, he was never in the conversation for the best of all time. You know, people liked him, but, like, he wasn't even the best player on his team. Like, Shaq was better than Kobe, especially during the prime days. You know? So it's like, once he died, everyone just, like, completely changed his mind. No, he wasn't. He was never, bro. He was never. Bro, Shaq won MVP over him. Did anyone ever win MVP over Jordan? Are you kidding me? Look at this. You guys are all indoctrinated by the internet. You know? It was crazy. That's insane.
This is for you. Don't let any women have it. Men.
Thank you, Laz. Men. We need that. Yeah, he's top kid. I'm talking about the greatest of all time conversation, bro. I'm talking the top two of all time. He was never in that conversation. Yeah, he was good. Don't get it twisted, but he was never who's better, Kobe or Jordan. You know, it was never even that close. Like, what are you talking about? Nick, you are correct. Don't listen to any of these R words. Exactly. No, like, listen, Kobe was good, but now, you know, I see all these posts and these tweets about Kobe being top two GOAT. I mean, he had a great work ethic, you know, but, like, you know, the real conversation has always been LeBron or Jordan, and even that really isn't a conversation. Yo, Sunkiller, thank you for the 70 months. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Was there any other shooting guards dropping 81 in a game? Yeah, but no one had the ego to shoot the ball that many times. You think LeBron in his prime couldn't get 100 points in a game if he really, really wanted to? You know? Like, hello? That's crazy, you know? But the thing is, though, the one thing about MJ and Kobe that the league doesn't have now, and honestly, it's also just kind of about people these days, they don't got that killer mindset, bro. You know, even LeBron doesn't have that killer mindset. Like, Kobe and Jordan, they wanted to, like, literally kill you out there, bro. And they wanted to be the ones to do it. How many times have I seen Bron pass the ball, you know, clutch situations? You know, LeBron always makes the right basketball choice. Kobe and MJ wanted to be the hero, you know, and that's why people like them, because people do like heroes, man, as much as the internet, you know, says no, but, you know. I mean, the league's soft now. You can tell the league is soft just based off people's body types. You know, like Wemby, Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
Imagine those guys playing back in the bad boy Piston era. You know, they wouldn't even get a single basket, bro. Like, you can tell the league is soft. Like, Luka Doncic is in the same shape I'm in. You know, we both got bellies. You know, look at James Harden. James Harden was pregnant out there for 2 seasons, and he got 30 points a game. You know? It's just, you know, it's just the way that it goes. Yo, Zato, thank you for that tier 1 sub. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's bad, dude. Yeah, Jokic. Yeah, I mean, they're talented, but I mean, Jokic literally looks like he just came straight off the farm and started hitting threes, bro. You know, he took the horse out, put the horse in the stable, you know, hit a triple double. You know what I'm saying? So. It's just crazy. You know, the thing about the NBA that nowadays that's good, it actually isn't really the gameplay, because the gameplay is boring. Just watching people chuck up threes. You know, the thing about the NBA that's good now is the off-stream drama, bro. You know, like the most interesting thing from last season was John Morant's celebrations and him getting fined. You know, him finding other ways to shoot the crowd with air guns. You know, isn't that kind of crazy? Yeah, it's just insane, bro. Yeah. What thing about Cooper? I haven't seen much about Cooper, so I don't know anything about him. But, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But then again, I'm also the same guy who was a big fan of the steroid baseball era. I think let him juice it up, dude. I want to see 100 home runs in a season, bro. Let Barry Bonds rip them boys out the park, you know, 500 miles an hour. Let Mark McGwire with his roided up arms, you know. I want to see some men, bro. I want to see some dudes, just some ripped dudes, just going out there. You know, kicking ass and chewing bubble gum, dude. You know, I would love that. Yeah, Sammy Sosa. Oh, yeah, man. You know what? I'm down, bro. I'm really down. Oh my God, Chad. Did I tell you I figured out the universe? Did I tell you? Oh wait, we're still on this topic. In terms of the game itself, what can players do to make the game more entertaining? It's just the rules, man. Like the rules favor like chucking up threes. You know, they really do. Like, the rules really do favor chucking up threes. So I don't know. It's just the problem is when people, it's the same like with a lot of video games. When a lot of people like play something for a long time, it gets kind of stale because you figure out the most efficient way to win. You know, and that's maybe not the best way, but it's the most efficient way to do something. Like farming algorithms, if you will, becomes monotonous and boring. So I'm not really sure what the best way to fix the NBA is, but they just got to make it so not many people are chucking up threes. Like, why are centers shooting threes? Like why do I got Jokic, who's 7 feet tall, shooting up threes and making them? It's like Shaq would never have done that, but Shaq was surely interesting when he was dieseling up. There's a lot more variety. And I think okay. This is gonna be a crazy take for Americans, bro. This is going to be a crazy take for Americans.
My credit card provider refused to block my payments to Twitch. I can't unsub.
That's good, baby. Give me that year sub there. We like that. Thank you, Calvington. Hearts for Calvington not being able to unsub. So, like, think of it this way. Okay?